So in this video today, we're going to kind of go over placements, where you should put your hands, how you should hold the ukulele, how you should strum, kind of stuff to get you started and start playing. So I've got, my concert ukulele right here. There are two main ways to hold a ukulele. There's no wrong way, really. It's kind of whatever's most comfortable for you, making sure that both of your hands are in the right spot, which I'll go over in a second. One of the main ways, one of the easiest ways, I think, is just how you see it right here. And if you can see these are my knees here. There's, I've got this curve here in my ukulele. My thigh goes right there on that curve. Done. The other way to hold it is in the crook of your arm. Just boom, like this. Like here's your arm, you just pop right there. And you use that to keep it up. You'll be holding onto the bridge with your left hand and playing with your right. You have it on your lap or up here in the crook of your arm. And you're going to place your left hand here around the bridge or the frets, fretboard here, whatever you want to call it. But something to note, because you'll be barring things, a bar is when you have your finger go across the entire fret on all strings. You need pressure to be able to push down hard enough to make all of the strings have a sound. So you need to have, if you can see here, the knuckle of my thumb is pushed up against the back of the bridge here, back of the neck of my ukulele. That's so that I'm able to have that pressure, and I leave that there so that when I'm playing, I can easily bar and not have to worry about moving my hand around. It kind of brings some stability. That brings me into my next point. When you play, as I said in a previous video, you are going to put your little fingers in between the frets. Can you see? But notice how my fingers go up. I'm not playing flat like this. I'm not playing, funky like here or like here. Straight up and straight down. The tops of your fingers will have, calluses on them. And that's the point. Don't play on the pads of your fingers. Play on the tips. That's to ensure you'll get the best sound, to get, the rest of your finger out of the way so that you're able to move quickly, and get all that junk in there. As for the right hand, this is going to be your strumming hand. Every ukulele has a sweet spot where you'll get the best sound out of your strumming. And generally they are at the end of the fretboard and the beginning of where your sound is coming out. So my sweet spot, I would say, is this chunk right here. Right at these last frets on my fretboard, and that's generally where I strum. You just kind of strum up and down this area a little bit and see what sounds the best to you. As for strumming hands, so I mentioned that ukulele strings are plastic. Because of this, do not use a plastic pick when you're playing. That's what most guitar picks are. Guitar strings are metal, so you can use that plastic pick. But because ukulele strings are plastic, if you use a plastic pick, you will do a couple of things. One, you'll probably weaken your strings. You'll run in danger of breaking a string. And two, you're going to get a very loud, very harsh sound that's kind of opposite from what the ukulele is supposed to sound like. There are several different ways to strum I've seen. And I can go over those. So when I strum, I kind of strum like this. My hand is flat here, my thumb's out of the way, and I just kind of strum. I've seen people use their thumb and hold the bottom of the ukulele. I've seen people use their first finger and kind of do this little number here and go like that. Find something that's comfortable for you and something that, the only thing with the one finger method is that you run in danger of hitting strings harder than other strings, and you'll get an uneven strum. But just kind of find what suits you, both in how to hold it and how to strum. The only thing that I wouldn't recommend doing differently is how to hold the neck of the ukulele, because you're going to need that knuckle pressure to be able to bar. That was how to basically hold the ukulele, different hand placements, what you should do with your hands, and all that stuff. So, as usual, if you've got any questions or comments, leave a comment below on this video and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks!